has God done anything? And Pastor Nate, God did nothing for nobody. I couldn't find not a nail person that God had done something for in the middle of the fast. I'm saying, am I the only one that saved some money? Arvin said, maybe the fast was just for you. Was it just for me, Mama? I don't think it's just for me. I think one of two things have happened. Either one, we've been in the fast, but we didn't do what we were initially asked to do, and that is to journal every time we had an urge to do something. Either that happened, and we were not obedient, or the second thing that happened is we hadn't been fasting long enough yet. Because remember when we started the fast, we didn't put a definitive end date on it. We said at least 21 days. The reason we picked 21 days is because psychologists say that it takes 3 weeks to form a habit. But here we are halfway through the fast, and no habit seemed to be halfway forming. Y'all got it? We're going to see. I was looking online. I was saying, God, give us some practical ways. Maybe I need to help the babies. I got that from you, the babies. Maybe I need to help the babies because maybe I need to get some practical ways for us to cut back. So I was flipping through and looking at some stuff online, and one of the things jumped out at me. It says, here's one example, and I got a whole lot of them. Just gonna give you a few. Make a list before you go shopping. The other day I was in the store, and I want to add to this too. Don't just make a list before you go shopping, but don't go shopping hungry. Because if you go shopping hungry, everything you see you're going to want. But if you make a list before you go shopping, then this is what I'm going in to get. And when I get this, then I'm coming right back out of the store. Right? Not just make a list. Don't go when you're hungry, but why not go shopping when you're in a hurry? When you got somewhere to be by a certain period of time, you go shopping, you will not waste as much because you know exactly what you're going for, and you don't have time to browse, to window shop. Well, here's another one. This was big. This is big for me. I'll admit that it's been big for me. Pay your bills on time and avoid late fees. I know they got a grace period. And believe me, I know how to work credit too. You don't get a negative mark on your credit till you're 30 days late. But when you're 15 days late, you get a late fee. Sometimes 5 or 6 days late, right? So let's pay our bills on time and avoid all those extra fees. Another one that's hard for me sometimes is, I just pull out my debit card. Just pull it out. And I don't know when the last time I balanced my account, and I think one thing is in there. I didn't intentionally bounce no check. Did y'all bounce a check on purpose? I hope not. God. But y'all didn't do it on purpose, did you? But you think you have one thing in there. And they charge you what? $33, $35 now. I remember when it was $15. What is the world coming to? Avoid late fees. Avoid all of those fees. Do you hear what? Can I just be open and honest with y'all? I have charged a lunch at McDonald's for $4, and it ended up costing me $39. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'll be real. I'm just real. Waste. Why we got all these extra phones? Why you need 2 cell phones? Why you need a home phone, especially if you don't have kids? You talk on your cell and it's unlimited, right? Ways to cut. Just making suggestions. I know Dasani is good. But take take that bottle right there that Pastor Nate's getting ready to drink up, and put your own water in it. Well, wash it first, but then put your own. Bottle your own water. Is this too practical for you? Bottle your own water. How about there is now? There's this place. I think they still have them. They call them libraries. I know we got Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and you can buy your book online, but you're only gonna read it once. Why don't you check it out of the library? Is the library card still free? I like this one. It says don't even think about it. And when you read on, what it's talking about is having your paycheck direct deposited. As opposed to taking it and going to the bank and cashing it and putting the cash in your pocket. By the time you get home after cashing it, you've already spent $30 because you had the cash in your hands. So it says don't even think about it. Have your money direct deposited so that the money is not in your hands and you don't spend it as easily. Another one says play games with your money. Say to yourself, every time I get a $5 bill, I'm not going to spend a $5. If ever I break a 20 and I get change, I'm never going to spend a $5. I'm going to take my $5s and I'm just going to put them aside. Is there a seed? Somebody ready to sow into the pastor? I receive it. Amen. This word that good, ain't it? This word is that good. You want to sow into your blessing. Amen. Come on up here. I pray the blessing of the Lord over your life. Bank of America has this wonderful thing called Keep the Change. I like that. You know, whenever you do pay for something with your debit card and it comes up to $70.15, well, they round it up to $71 and they transfer the change into a savings account. Let me tell you something else. When you get that, have that savings account statement go to somebody else's house. So you don't even know how much is in there. Because I'm telling you, y'all not like me, huh? Y'all that disciplined. Y'all just that disciplined, right? Have it go to somebody else's house so you can forget about what's in there. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me give you a couple more and I'm going to be finished. I like this one. Hold the mother of all garage sales. Yes. Minister Karen kind of hit on this when she was saying something that co-pastor mentioned or ministered some time ago. She said, look, whenever I'm making capacity or room for something in my life, I go to my closet and say, God, what do I need to get rid of so that I can open up a space or a door for something else to come into my life? All of that stuff that I got stuff in boxes I have moved 4-5 times and this box still hadn't been unpacked. All of us got something in the garage, something in the attic, something that we think one day we're going to go back to. Let your mess, let your trash be somebody else's treasure. Put it out there on the street, put a sign up, say yard sale, and sell it and make some money. There is more in our house than we realize. I'm going to go ahead and say this one since it was on the list. Quit smoking. All right. Amen. Amen. Wonder how much money you had a tithe if you stopped buying cartons of cigarettes. Move on, it's getting hot. Cut your housing expenses. Cut your housing expenses. Do you watch 900 channels? You're not home long enough to watch 900 channels. They show the same thing on about 700 of them. Show the same movie. Don't even turn it on. What's the woman channel? What's the name of that channel? Not Oxygen. What's the other one? Lifetime. The same movies. And they all got the same plot. The woman getting beat. I mean, you see one, you see them all. Cut your expenses at home. Get rid of some of those channels that you don't need. Do you hear what I'm saying? I had a voicemail, and it was just, I had two of them. One was $4.95 a month, and one was, I think, $9.95 a month. And